We are finally back with another episode of She the NBA Junkie and B-Ball Junkies. It's been
hmm Yeah, a little break for Thanksgiving, but we're back in it like we never left.
So I think when we left off, well, I guess it was going right into the next in-season tournament day or whatever. So that Tuesday of the 21st of November, there was 5 games on. Raptors, Magic, Cavs, Sixers, Pacers, Hawks, Suns, Blazers, and your Lakers and the Utah Jazz. So,
hmm So we went ahead and took care of business, finished 4-0 in West Group A. And yeah, dang, that's tough for the Jazz. I thought at one point they were doing well, but yeah, I guess they played both of our teams, and then that's when they
I,
folded.
I
But
could have sworn they had the point differential over us. I
oh,
guess
that's what it was. Yeah,
lost.
yeah, yeah. Because I remember it was us and then it was them. So it
Yeah,
must, yeah, the point differential, what it was.
that blowout
Um,
actually helped us because now we
yeah,
get to.
they do. They do have yeah, they have 482 points. How does the Grizzlies have 486 points?
Because they
Interesting.
freaking just blew out Utah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's the only reason, but yeah, it helped,
Well,
I guess.
yeah. So our group ended up finishing us at the top, Suns 2, Jazz 3, and so they'll make it into the wild card. I think with that. If I'm not mistaken. Never mind. They definitely didn't make it in wild card. I'm tripping. The Suns are the wild card for the
Okay,
West.
yeah, I was like, is
Yeah,
that
the
the
Suns are the wild card for the West. Um, so for Group A, yeah. The two teams in Group A coming out is the Pelicans, and actually, yeah, it's just them. Sorry, the rest of Group B. The Pelicans are the only one who made it out. To note, Clippers, Nuggets, Mavs in that order from bottom to top. So the Clippers were the worst, Nuggets second to worst in their group, Mavs third, Rockets at 2, Pelicans at number 1 at West Group B.
that makes
Interesting because I definitely wouldn't have picked the Pelicans to come out of Group B, but
no, not at all. But they took care of business because the Nuggets
yeah,
definitely got smacked by the Rockets. I
yeah,
think
they went
twice.
they went 50-50. They had 2 wins and then they lost their last 2. And so West Group C Kings are coming out of that one, and the rest have not made it. So T Wolves are out, the Warriors, Thunder, and
Mm.
Spurs. West top teams not looking too good in this in season tournament.
At all.
So for the West matchups for this, what do we call these? The knockout rounds.
Uh-huh.
It is my Lakers versus your Suns in LA next Tuesday. The Kings will take on the Pelicans in Sacramento. And so for the East Group A, the Pacers had a very high scoring game with Atlanta in their game 3, which was the one you said happened the night of when we did the last episode. So they came out, only one to come out of Group A. Cavs finished second, Sixers third, Hawks fourth, and the Pistons. Pretty tough for them.
Poor babies.
East Group B, the Bucks are take that one. It's pretty nice. They went 4-0. And sorry, also
Oh,
did the
crap.
Pacers went 4-0. Yeah. Um, Knicks got the Eastern wild card, so they finished second. Heat 3, Hornets 4, and the ah, tough Wizards down at the bottom. Um, East Group C, the Boston Celtics take that last spot in the semifinals for the Eastern side, and Magic at 2, Nets 3, Raptors 4, and the Bulls are imploding fast, and they got the last spot of that. And so the matchups for the East are, I think it's Bucks, Knicks in Milwaukee, and then Pacers, Celtics in Indiana. So we'll see if JT can go over there and steal one on the road in a pretty good Indiana team with a Tyrese Halliburton who is efficient and does not make mistakes.
Yeah.
Gonna be a tough win because they play good in season tournament games.
That East Group C is crazy because the Celtics, Orlando, and the Nets have the same exact win-loss. It's crazy how much the point differential matters. And
Mm-hmm.
Celtics blow out everybody with ease. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
they deserve to be there or not. Their freaking thing was so easy. But yeah.
And so, yeah, speaking on point differential, some of the players had a very big issue with that. And even some of the coaches, I think, were very upset.
I
And that
think
stems
Steve was
from,
being one of who was the coach that was upset? I don't remember.
I don't remember who it was, but I know that they were also upset too. It wasn't, I mean, I wasn't watching those games, but
Yeah.
whenever the people were going off, I know they had issues with that.
It
And who was it? Boston? Were they fouling
Yes,
Andre
that it
Drummond
was.
to get
Yeah,
some of
I
that?
was just
Yeah,
saying. I think it was the Bulls coach.
while they're
Yes.
blowing him out.
Yep.
So that was funny that they did that. But
When you
one,
look at it, they might have needed them points for real because they only
no, I
beat
think so.
Orlando by like
That's what,
5
yeah, that's
points.
what Joe Mazzulla was telling
Billy
Billy
Donovan.
Donovan is like, yeah,
Yeah.
we have to win by 21. So we're gonna foul you, yeah. Because I think they were up by 21. It's some weird thing that or they were up more than 21, so they wanted them to score. I don't know, weird stuff.
It's
But
crazy.
yeah, they had a big issue with that. For everyone who doesn't know, the meaning of the point differential is for issues like she said, where multiple teams have the same record in the group play. So you got to have it. You got to break some tiebreakers somewhere, and so therefore, we bring point differential in. But I think that brings up a bigger point of the culture of the NBA. But like we said, even basketball, it's always been a
Yeah.
thing of sportsmanship. But I really don't understand how uh sportsmanship fits in with the point of, especially basketball, the point of the game is to put the ball in the hole
Right.
and stop your opponent on the other side of putting their ball in their hole. So I mean, like, if you continuously do that, even if it's at the end of the game, that's the whole point of the game. Like, you know i think I think as a basketball player, everyone would understand that. And I mean, the NBA is really the only one who has big issues when someone's blown each, because I mean, you have lots of college blowouts, high school, of course. And
Right.
I mean, people be in their feelings, but no one really tries to come to blows besides the NBA, trying to do some stuff when they get upset about that. That's just a weird thing. That's my opinion. What do you think about, I guess not running up the score, but continuing to score late in game when you have obviously secured the win and things like that.
It's kind of, I'm gonna come across like super biased because I know you remember that freaking windmill dunk or whatever, that 360 that Zion
That
pulled out.
Zion did, yeah, yeah.
Yes, I was kind of hot about that. But if we don't, commit so many stupid turnovers or whatever, then we're not even in that situation. Plus, Chris Paul did try to score on the opposite end, so he really couldn't get mad. So yeah, I mean, I don't see what this unspoken rule is. I feel like that's the reason why so many leads are blown in this league, especially this season, because people keep on taking their foot off the gas. The losers ain't gonna try to stop scoring. So why would you?
And that's why I think it's like it's a culture thing, because at this level, of course, because it's the highest level of basketball, and they're, especially the NBA teams, are not going to stop trying to
Right.
score and trying to win. But everywhere, it's a thing of when a team gets up, they kind of start backing down. And I get
Right.
that. We're up by 20. I'm not about to go like it's in the fourth quarter and it's tied.
Right.
But I appreciate Coach Green the last 2 years of high school, of where doesn't matter, score till it's the time says zero. Like,
Right.
keep going, continue to go. And I'm glad this is here now. It actually makes it, you have to do
Right.
that. And so it may change things, it may not, but here's a trial run. They were upset about the first season, so now everybody's gonna know for next time. See what
Exactly.
happens there.
Let's see if
Um,
it carries over outside of the in-season tournament, which we could hope it would.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe the newer, once everybody from our growing up, all those stars leave, maybe it'll
Yeah.
be new so they can set their own precedent, or
Right.
our culture, our age of players that are in the league right now.
Right.
Maybe they'll do that. But as of now, Brian, all these older people, it's just been that way. I don't think they're gonna change it.
Yeah.
Um, but you spoke on Chris Paul. if real quick, going over teams who've been struggling, the Warriors have been struggling
And I mean, I seen it
terribly.
coming. I seen it coming. I didn't think. I mean, I was surprised that they were winning so many games to begin with because I knew they were going to be awful, and now they're going to be worse because Chris Paul has this weird nerve injury in his
A
leg.
nerve, yeah, he has a
Yeah,
nerve injury,
I don't
and
know
I
what that's
mean,
about.
he can. It's probably. I mean, I don't. We don't really know, but I mean, from my nerve issue, he probably could play through it, and it's just pain.
Right,
But hey, it's the nerve, man. Like that's something you really can't control or mess with. So that's
right.
unfortunate for them. But I think they're on a how many game losing streak? One. Oh, well, that's preseason. They have lost. Oh wow, they've lost a good amount of games in a row. That's highly unfortunate for them.
Jesus Christ, man.
It's so true that we ended the dynasty, and I'm very happy about that.
Y'all
But
in Dynasty.
mhm,
No, Jordan Poole ended that. No, Draymond ended that dynasty because they just won a ring.
the Lakers beat them 4-2 last year.
Fully.
Mind you, they were 19-0 in playoff series before the NBA Finals before last year, and that's a crazy stat to have that they never lost anytime they were in the playoffs under Steve Kerr. That's crazy.
I
And
mean,
so to end that is awesome, and they've been struggling so far. Clay's been having a very tough time.
yeah,
I know
Clay
you
was
saw the
trash
interview.
last year.
Oh, I mean, he was.
Warriors fans
No,
are
I
the
think he
only
had
ones
a
who don't
I think he
believe
had
it.
a good part of the season last year, but towards the end he started to screw up, and like
Yep,
during our series he was struggling,
it was
and yeah,
terrible.
during the Sacramento series he was struggling too.
Yep, it
So I
was.
guess that's kind of kept going through it, but they're having problems in Golden State.
Yeah, plenty of them. Because now they're not going to extend Clay, and he knows it. And he talking about benching Wiggs or benching him, and I'm like, oh, brother, the chemistry was not just an issue with Jordan Anthony. That thing is
Hmm.
it imploded from the inside out to the point where Steph may be the only person left.
I can't see them getting rid of Clay, but that would be a good basketball move. I just can't see it happening.
Got to. You can't have Clay and Wiggs both in the starting lineup being shit at the same time. Like, and then Draymond ain't even no scoring threat. So it's really just Steph alone. And that's not fair.
It's literally just Steph because
Yes.
Looney don't score,
No.
Draymond don't score, Clay can't
Nope.
hit a rock in the ocean, you know,
And
and
Wiggs
then yeah,
disappeared since that final series. We don't know where he at.
they said ever since he went on that hiatus, that's no one
Yep.
still knows what was going on. It's been tough for him, but hey, I've been an Andrew Wiggins hater for a long time, and so I'm not tripping. I don't really care. But we talk about bad teams. Some surprisingly good teams that sit atop these conferences right now. T Wolves are number one in the West. Big surprise. Mavs at 3 in the
At
West.
the Mavericks. They shouldn't
Most
be.
people, including you, would not have thought that that would have been there.
It's not.
Uh, I,
I swear.
I guess the last crazy team is the Thunder at 4, which is outrageous.
Get them out of there. Get them out of there. They don't need to be there. Oh my
I
God.
mean, if we want to really be honest, the West is it's too close. The game differential is especially 2-6 is one game. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's definitely not going to last too long. And even T Wolves are only 2 games above everybody else. Above number 4. So I mean, it's not too crazy. Um, as always, the West is extremely competitive.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different on the East. Number 6 only has 9 wins compared to number 6 was 10-7. They're 9-7, but the biggest shock to the East is definitely the Magic at 2.
Yeah. And they look darn good. I think they're the best defense in the league, aren't they?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised because I don't think anybody on that team's under 6'4", 6'5".
Yep.
Like,
They're the only, well, besides the Raptors now, they were the only team before that I knew could actually give Devin Booker problems. He never plays good against them.
they literally took the Raptors strategy and made it great, like having a whole bunch of 6'8", 6'10" players on the team.
They
That
are.
Magic team is good.
Mhm.
They're what Detroit's trying to do, but Detroit's failing really bad.
Yeah, it ain't looking.
Watching that game last night, seeing all those top picks, um, it's interesting. And I hate to be a Piston fan because you have the number one pick. What was Azure? What was he like 4, 5, 6, something?
Start with 5 and
5. Jaden
later.
Ivey's 5. The
Yeah,
other last year. So there's 3 top picks. Sasser's a later first round pick this year, and
but still
he played
good.
good last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have too many. Killian Hayes, even though he is terrible,
Hey,
he still was a lottery pick. Your love for Killian Hayes is hilarious. But I mean, that James Wiseman number 2 pick. Jalen Duran was a lottery pick for them. Marvin Bagley was number 3 pick
they
way
have
back when.
so many lottery picks that won't mesh. It's
That's
really
what I'm saying. Like, what do you do at this point when your rebuild it's how it's supposed to? I mean, well, I guess not. You're not supposed to have how many do we name off? 7 lottery picks?
yeah.
I guess you're not supposed to have that many, but when you do, like you would think, you're getting the best players in these draft
Well,
classes. That's a tough time going on for them. I mean, they have a good coach,
yeah. I mean,
hasn't
he
really
is
connected
their
yet.
vet, and he hasn't even played a game this year. I'm not going to say he's going to turn it around, but maybe he can help a little bit. I don't know.
That's
Maybe.
true. Yeah, their vets aren't playing. You're right. Joe Harris is injured, and then
Oh, they have Joe Harris too.
I
Okay.
don't know if it's Bogdan or Boyan, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
He's barely coming back tonight. I think was the notification
Oh,
that I saw today or yesterday. But
which
and
I
so
love. He always said
yeah,
tonight.
he scores a lot. Yeah, he's a good shooter. So that's what they're kind of missing in that offense. Because
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham hasn't developed a great 3-point shot yet, and I guess they're
William
banking on
is
him.
awful at scoring. So
I mean, his numbers when you look at him, they're fine, but when you really look at the advanced stats, he's struggling a lot. As the number one pick, it's pretty unfortunate. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to go on that real quick because
yeah,
I was thinking about how sad that was. I was watching that last night and I'm like, wow, the rebuild is not working, even though they have the players for it.
when you get blown out by the Wizards who are just as trash as you,
Mm,
it's tough. It's tough. I don't even know.
dang.
Dang. I feel so bad for them. I thought they was gonna be good.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. um, moving on because that wow, that's sad. I didn't know about that one. Um, we go into some injuries that have or injured players have been coming back. Like that's also probably the thing about these is some of these teams haven't been fully healthy. Like the Pelicans, they had a good start to the year last year when Zion was playing. I think the over the last 6 games they've been 5-1. He's been playing well, and so they may coming back up with Trey Murphy coming back who hasn't played all year. That'll
Right.
be a big addition for them. Another person coming back, Kelly Oubre to the 76ers. And I mean, I guess we're going to speak on it at some point. That 44-point blowout against us was crazy, but
Yeah.
he was playing great for them. How do you think him coming back will help them? Because I think when he left, they were at least top 2. They're sitting
I
at
think they
4.
were one or
Yeah.
battling with the Celtics for one. Um, I'm not sure. It really depends on how he comes back. Cause I feel like if you had a freaking broken rib or whatever, how are you already back? I don't even think it's been a month, has it?
I mean, the NBA moves fast. Maybe it's been a month. But yeah, like you're saying, rib injuries, you can't put a cast on on a broken rib, and I mean that's like breathing hurts. I've heard that when you breathe, it hurts just to do that type of stuff. But hey, he's a warrior. The dude walked his bike
Yeah.
back home after getting hit by a car. It's crazy, but
Because
I
if
can
he's getting
applaud
ready to
that.
come back, that means he's already completed the ramp up process, which means he's been working out even before they told us he was coming back. So
I think like
Oh,
as soon as he got out the hospital, he was, back at practice doing stuff.
oh, he
Um,
crazy.
yeah, I mean, maybe he didn't like, yeah, ribs and stuff is just weird. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm happy he's coming back. I'm glad we played the 76ers already. uh, Hope we don't see them for a good time because that loss was highly unfortunate. Oh God, we're on injuries. Cam Reddish came back. He pulled something in his leg over these last 2 weeks that we've been out uh of our podcast episodes, but he came back. Um and I think sorry, CJ McCollum a little bit earlier has came back. I think it was over the break. So he had that punctured lung. It's good that he's back because that's another serious, odd injury, kind of like the Chris Paul thing. So hopefully, everybody's getting these crazy injuries and they're coming back. So I'm hoping Chris Paul doesn't have nothing too crazy because, messing with nerves, I don't know if that'll, extended period of time for that.
There's no telling with how old he is, man. I don't even know. But did we already say Trey Murphy? Okay. So, and on the other opposite side,
Oh, yeah.
has hurt himself in the freaking OKC game. I didn't really see it, but he did not return to that game. So I don't
It was a
know.
hip injury.
Yeah.
Tried to go up and dunk on a charge, fell. That'll be interesting to see how long he's out for that.
Yeah.
Because like we said, T Wolves are at the number one.
Yep.
And this is usually what happens with these teams who are usually not that good. I mean, usually not the top tier teams. Their star gets injured and they right down to the bottom. So
Happened to us last year. We were sitting up top. Devin got hurt and we jumped all the way down to 11. So I don't know.
I mean,
I
T
know they
Wolves,
can't run him.
I'm plotting on their downfall. I'm sorry,
Oh God.
everybody in the West,
I love
plotting on
them.
them. But speak on your Suns on how they've been over this little missed stretch that we've had so far.
Man, I was super excited to speak on them up until last night. We were on a little 7-game winning streak.
Little,
Hell,
that's a lot.
I mean, we had
I was
17 once.
surprised.
So,
I was
yeah.
surprised when I saw that y'all were on that 7 game winning streak. I was like,
Oh,
that's been a quiet
okay.
7 game winning streak.
It's Devin Armani Booker. I was super excited to come and talk about him because he's been so great. And then he gave me 8 points off like 20% shooting last night. So I was like, all right, I don't know what I'm going to say now. But yeah, I mean, he was, I guess, leading the team while KD was hurt. Now KD is back, and KD immediately came, dropped 30, took him 30 shots to get it. We won't talk about that.
Mm.
Yeah. So now I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, Devin's hurt. He got to pick up the slack. I mean, yeah,
Yeah. And it was his first game back, so I'm not gonna say anything. He
for
gets a
sure. I
pass.
mean, yeah, Clady gets a pass. He's a very efficient, his whole career scorer. We'll give him that. It's rare
Yes.
he takes 30 shots. So, yeah,
Right.
I'll give him that. But yeah, my props to y'all because I didn't even realize y'all are on that big winning streak with Katie injured for at least a couple games. I didn't know that, but yeah, I saw Devin Booker's been playing out of his mind. Was it last week he won Western Conference Player of the Week?
He did, and I was super excited. Very much so deserved. It should have been two sons
Crazy
playing
game
back to back.
winner in
And it's
in
crazy because
Madison Square Garden.
yeah, he was shooting
Foul.
trash that game too.
That's
I
crazy.
don't know how he just came and just took that shot over two people with confidence after shooting like he was like 1 of 8. That was the first three he made out of the game, and he just gamed it.
Mm.
I don't understand.
For being honest here, seeing him excel at the point guard position is a little bit unnerving, and I don't like it. Now that I mean, knowing that they're not fully healthy,
So excited.
mm, mm,
Oh God, so
I
great.
don't know how that's gonna be. I know they'll whenever Brad Bill gets healthy, they'll run through the regular season. So I think y'all be good for the foreseeable future, but I mean, barring injury, of course, but
It's like that's literally what I said before the season. I was like, the only thing that can stop us is injuries. And boy, that shit is stopping us right now. I don't understand. We get
same.
one back, another one goes down. Get two back, other one goes down. It's like I don't. When are we gonna see three?
Right. The exact same with us. What else we can segue into that? I want to give a reason for that 44-point loss. We are heavily injured. Um, and the glaring thing about that Philly game, I guess the point of attack defender just what like Tyrese Maxey coming around those screens, and so everything he did that night was it didn't seem like no one was giving him any type of problems or at least a little bit of struggle.
Right.
And so we're missing that. Cam wasn't there. Jared Vanderbilt hasn't played all year, and he's a
Oh,
tremendous
yeah.
defender. Rui broke his nose in that Jazz game that we played the night. Yeah, so we were down to 8 men that night.
Bruh,
I'll give Philly their credit. They shot it very well, but that blowout was unfortunate for sure.
if Rui don't slap a mask on and come on,
No, that's what the most recent report is. 35 minutes ago, Rui has maybe gotten a fitting for his mask, so
okay, yeah.
he should be returning soon. That's why I was like, bro, get him a mask and get him back. Like we only have
Literally.
8 players right now who can play.
Yeah, right.
We literally have all of our rookies and all of our two-way players on the bench. So, like last night, every single one of our younger players and two ways got to play. And so they shouldn't even be in uniform because we should
Oh,
have all of our
dang.
players. I'm sorry. I mean, but they should be developing somewhere else. We should be able to
Right.
have our players. We're missing Vando, Vincent, Rui,
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
Cam's back, but we're missing lots of people and lots of
Mhm.
people in positions that matter in this modern day NBA of major wing play and wing defenders. And
Right.
so missing that is very bad, especially when, I guess our best wing in theory, in a perfect world will be LeBron, but he's old. So he doesn't play defense and all that type of stuff. So hopefully we'll get healthy soon and, keep going with that. We can move on to the next topic. What you got?
Um, we have talked about all our teams and the in-season tournament. I don't know. Should we talk about the games today? I don't even know. I
Oh,
don't.
oh yeah, yeah. Some big NBA news that's been happening recently. Mark Cuban is selling the Mavs,
A part of it, yeah.
or he's selling his majority stake, and
He's
so
like in charge of like basketball
basketball
operations. I
operations.
guess
So
the
yeah,
rest of it. He must be broke. I
he'll
don't know.
he'll be. I guess he'll be an employee for them. Heck no, he ain't about to be broke. But I mean, I get it. He bought the Mavs for 280 million. 3.2 billion dollar sale of the Mavs. That's a $3 billion profit.
Eh,
What a business deal. What a businessman.
I
And
guess.
still being able to control the Mavs. Because I'm like, there's no way. He's the best owner in the league to me. He loves the Mavs so much. So
My owner is the best owner in the
F
league.
that owner. He's only been there for 1 year, so he can't even get that.
He has the
Mark's
most money.
Mark I don't think so. Golden State would like to have something to say about that
He
one.
has
Oh no, no,
golden.
no. I think Steve Ballmer might have the most money because he's from
Oh yeah,
Microsoft.
he's
Yeah,
rich. I forgot.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
got the most money.
yeah. He was one of the original Microsoft people. So yeah, he got a fat nest egg. um, Another NBA news that's kind of recent just came out. Maverick Carter, I think he's being investigated by the feds.
Who the heck
For
is that?
Mav Carter, LeBron's like manager,
Oh
one of
God.
his people, CEO of Spring Hill Entertainment, for sports betting with an illegal bookkeeper. So
What? Idiot.
yeah,
How would you do that?
crazy. I don't know. So yeah, that's going on. investigated with the feds. The feds don't play around. We wish him Mav a interesting time. Hopefully things work out for them with that investigation.
Good luck.
Yeah, for real. And
Well,
I guess before we hop out of here, the most crazy NBA
yeah, I was
news:
going to say, might as well hit that one too.
the team
Freaking
that we're playing tonight, the good old Aussie, Josh Giddey. You take this one. I want to hear what you got to say about this situation.
I honestly don't know what to believe because there's been so many different videos that have come out. Like I thought there was a video of him and the supposed underage girl in a club.
Mhm.
If she's 15, how did she get in there? I mean, I guess Josh Giddey has motion maybe, and nobody asked any questions about the ages of the girls he's with.
But she also could have a fake ID.
Right.
It's not uncommon in high school.
And maybe that's where the whole Kent State College or whatever, where they said that they supposedly met, maybe that's how they were at a party. He was at a college party and she was there and wasn't supposed to be. Because I also heard that they were with each other on a college campus. I'm like, what is a 15-year-old doing on a college campus? But I don't know. And now their family won't speak on the subject anymore, which is giving that someone paid them off. So maybe he is guilty.
I think the most damning evidence for him is that one where he got his shirt off and they in the picture saying that she
said the caption. Yeah.
So I mean, that's not looking too good. One, but like the thing is we know for sure, or the crazy thing is the NBA and the Thunder been knowing about this since last year.
I was gonna say that. Yep.
So they've been knowing about this, and we all know that she for sure was 16 back then or last year. And so I guess he just turned 21 a couple months ago. So he was either 20 or 19 at this time last year. So, I mean, even if he didn't break the law, because Oklahoma, it's a weird state, their age of consent is 16.
That's insane.
But what everybody on NBA Twitter, yeah. But I mean, like, whatever. But I mean, even if you think that's okay because you're following the law, whatever. The consistency with the NBA and what they've been doing recently with discipline or things like that is just, come on, man. Right. I mean, I can get Ja. He was over the top, But if we want to just stick with principle and just stick with consistency of what's on the books, what's in law, what's on paper.
Yeah, then Ja wasn't wrong by law.
Ja, like you said, yeah, he wasn't wrong. He did a lawful thing. It's conduct detrimental to the league for sure.
Right. But this
Kyrie,
yes,
I think so.
Kyrie.
I think so. Kyrie also did something within the law. You could say conduct detrimental to the league. Yes. That's pretty bad. Because I mean, Ja definitely got brought to the ringer. This dude had a whole sit down interview. But they definitely killed Kyrie about that.
Yes.
So I'm just like, where's the even Kevin Porter Jr. They released him. I mean, his girlfriend said she didn't beat her up. I mean, we all saw her face. I don't know what their relationship is like. She gonna act like we're not stupid and we didn't see that she got beat the fuck up. But I mean, okay, whatever. You want to keep getting beat the fuck up, that's fine. But the NBA, even through that, the team released them and all that type of shit.
Right.
But at the very least, Giddey can't keep playing, bro.
Right. Like, what the hell? This is crazy. I guess if you niggas can't get away with anything, it's what I'm getting. This is
like, crazy. I mean, I get Ja, like that's some real stuff. But I mean, even past the guns, he was just a constant thing of doing something wrong. Fine, okay, fine. But and these are supposed to be something that's really bad, like beating domestic violence is horrible. So when you talk about, messing with underage people, that's also another thing, messing with underage girls. And so that's where I think it would be something to where, you could equate it with the Ja or the Kyrie of having them get some type of condemnation from the team or the NBA, which has not happened.
No, they don't care. Clearly. Because he came back like the very next day after the evidence came out. So I'm like,
I mean, like that. It's funny to me that that's happening, but I guess we'll see what happens from now. Like you said, she's not cooperating. We got to kind of see what happens. Um, it's giving paid off. It's giving
Yep.
NDAs signed. So
Mhm. It's giving guilty.
eh,
Is what it's giving.
I I mean, he is guilty. That's for sure. We have the pictures. Everybody has seen it. It just determined. I mean, it's legal, I guess, because I mean, she like the state of Oklahoma is weird, and she's 16, so I guess it's legal, but it's still weird. And
No, like
so
what is a
NBA,
20
take a
plus year old
stand.
having contact with or having,
That's what I'm
connection with
saying.
a
You're
child?
an NBA player.
Yes. You can get any woman out there and you want a child. Come on now.
Weird. Like even his cereal company in Australia with his $40 million deal that they gave him, they cut him off.
Oh wow.
I can respect it. Yeah, they took him off of everything. For that as soon as they heard it. So I can respect them for doing that. But
Yes, they
it's
should.
been a wild couple of weeks in the NBA. Draymond then came back, got a technical immediately.
And blew the lead for them. He made it worse, per usual. They got to do something.
um, Last year was a good season. It was one of the funniest seasons in my opinion. This one's definitely trying to compete. It's got some wild stuff going on.
We only 18 games in. It's getting up there already.
It definitely is. Oh man. Yeah, this is a good catch up of the last couple weeks. We're coming to the end of the in-season tournament by next December 9th is next Friday,
I
Saturday.
think
I think that's the championship game. And so by next week, we'll have an episode, but after that episode, the championship game will that of in-season tournament will happen. So, we've made it through the group play. So everybody tune in to these semifinal games. These knockout rounds is gonna get real. It was already real.
yeah.
I guess we about to have some blood. I'm excited. So
Sheesh. Let's
yes,
get
give your
that.
picks. Give your picks of these upcoming in-season tournament games.
Obviously, I'm going my boys over yours, of course.
Mm, mm. Okay. Who you
I'm
got
going
for the other West?
Bills.
Okay. Not
Uh,
bad.
I guess I'm gonna have to go Bucks over Knicks. And it's probably gonna be a great game, but I'm still gonna go Celtics over Pacers.
Hmm. I'll start there. I think Boston's kind of in a groove and they've kind of got things under control now. So I agree. I'll go Celtics over the Pacers, even though the Pacers are playing good ball.
Yeah.
Um, Kings, Pels, think I'm gonna say the Pelicans. I think they'll go I think they're at home. So they may steal one. But I think they'll get it done. I don't know anybody on the Kings who can stop a good Zion, and he seemed to get into his groove over this last 6 game stretch. So I'll take them over the Kings. Milwaukee and the Knicks. The Bucks kind of been iffy these last
Uh,
couple
yeah.
weeks, but I'm never gonna bet against Giannis and Dame against Julius Randle. So so I'd be crazy doing that. And then we got the one of the teams from the last Western Conference Finals gonna move on to Vegas, and I'm excited for us. So should be a good Tuesday night, a good Monday and Tuesday of next week. So I'm excited for
Gosh. Well,
it.
I'll wrap us up. Y'all know where to find us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, She the NBA Junkie, and on YouTube, B-Ball Junkies 8446.
Indeed. Make sure to tune in all the games, and we'll catch y'all next week. Out of
You
here.